How about this? It's episode 25 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show, and it just came off of some really interesting road course racing. I mean, at Road America for the inaugural weekend. I mean, this year has been the year of firsts. I mean, we had our first weekend at COTA. We had our first weekend at Cup Weekend at Nashville. The Cup Series went back to Road America for the first time in 65 years or so. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Where else was the first? I've got no clue. I've kind of just lost track at this point. But, we're back for episode 25 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show. We got Wyatt Walker here right now. He is on the phone. I timed this perfectly.
I'm here.
I timed it perfectly.
I'm here.
Thank goodness. I timed this absolutely perfectly for him to just get off the phone as soon as I introduce him. So, but all right, man. Oh man, Wyatt.
Yep.
We just came off of Road America. Tell me, what were your thoughts of the Road America weekend?
I unfortunately was not able to watch the Road America weekend, but I'll say this: we got our road course king still active here. He's got himself another road course win at Road America, so he's won two of the. How many new? I was about to say, how many new tracks have we been to so far? Is it three?
Technically, Road America is not new.
Well, for the Cup Series, even though the Cup
they haven't been there since 65 years ago.
That's about the same with Nashville.
Well, that's just the super speedway, but
But other than that, after going back to inaugural races for how many have we had so far? About 3.
So far, yeah, it was about 3.
So Elliott's won 2 of the 3. Hendricks dominates all 3. Yeah. It's been a crazy amount of races.
It's been really wild, Hendricks' dominance, I mean, minus 1 race, is still continuing. I mean, this time it's been quickly rejuvenated by Chase Elliott. So we're heading over to Atlanta. So we'll see if they can keep it up. Maybe Kyle Larson can get some redemption from the first Atlanta race and win that.
Maybe
we'll see. So let's go ahead and get into the grading portion. Yes, we moved into the grading portion really fast. So this is what happens when you barely watch little to no racing from Road America, and then you just kind of BS your way through everything. So, Wyatt, if you could give this weekend a grade from A to F, what would it be and why?
Well, first off, I have to think about the race where Mr. Leach won his 101 race win. Yeah.
See, he's at Atlanta this weekend, so there's a chance it could be 102.
This is his last race, I believe, of the season.
It better be his last one.
I think this is his last race.
I swear, if it gets to 2022 next year, and he gets his first Xfinity race of the year, he's freaking trolling everybody to the extreme.
Yeah. So. But we got that. He won that. Bunch of crazy stuff happened in that race. Didn't get the cup. Didn't get to the Cup Series. Yeah. Elliott won that. My boy Bell got second. Pretty good days for some of those guys. Matt the Benedetto having a good top 10. How about Chase Briscoe getting his best position of the season? 6th place.
Yeah. I mean, it can show you that Briscoe's kind of slowly but surely getting a little bit better, minus Stuart Haas Racing's
Ross Chastain having another good race, inaugural race. I think I'm going to give this a A. A minus. We give it an A minus.
All right. I will agree with every single thing, but I'm gonna mark it down a B, and here's why. Mr. Rowdy Leach himself. That's why.
Yeah.
because here's the thing. I was thinking, okay, after that Xfinity race at Nashville, I was thinking that was it. But since you brought up that he had a couple more races, I was like, oh, okay, maybe he's gonna take it easy. Maybe he's just going to lay back. Since he's got 100 wins, he's just going to lay back and give other drivers a chance at a win. Nope. No chill whatsoever. Goes on to win Road America. Man, but no, I mean if this hopefully is his final race, let's hope it is his final race. Because if that's the case, that would just be magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. But no, like the only reason why the weekend got marked down to a B was because of Kyle Busch winning. That was about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so when we come back, we're gonna be talking about a brand new topic that just recently came up, but also on top of that, we're gonna be revisiting 3 topics that I have chosen. So stick around, folks. We'll be right back. And we're back for episode 25 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show. As always, Elijah Lennon alongside Wyatt Walker. And like I said, we've got some topics that we've got set here. 3 of them we're revisiting. So this has been a long time coming, but it's finally gonna happen. Atlanta Motor Speedway is going to be repaved after this weekend, and Wyatt, I'd have to say, for one, I mean, it will suck that it's going to get repaved, but we gotta admit, I mean, I think we've been seeing this coming. So with this new repave, and with the changes that are going to be coming along to Atlanta, what do you think? Let me actually try to speak this very clearly, if I can't even get it out. But what do you think it's gonna do to the type of racing that we've been seeing in Atlanta in the past?
Well, for starters, to the configuration, what I'm hearing from going to Eric Eastep, listening to his, what I'm figuring out, it sounds like they're making like a miniature super speedway out of Atlanta.
What?
That's what I'm kind of hit because of the bank. The banks are going to be higher. They're going to be shorter, and it looks like they're going to try and do more pack racing. If I heard correctly, or what he's predicting, but just that's the way it kind of sounds. It might be like that, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me.
That will be that'll be interesting. If the banking is going to be, I wonder what the banking of Atlanta is anyway.
The banking is going to be 28, as far as I think.
28 degrees. I mean, that's not bad. What's the current banking of Atlanta Motor Speedway? Let's check it out. Atlanta Motor Speedway banking. Here we go. 24 degrees in the turns. So it's only just a 4-degree difference, so it's not too bad. The quad oval is going to remain 5 degrees, front and back straightaway.
Yeah, but I think they're going to shorten them out a little bit.
Do you mean like?
I think they're going to shorten the front stretch and the back stretch a little bit.
Are you saying they're going to make them more narrow, or just like shorten the distance? Because Because I don't know if that's the thing. It's just like that'll be really kind of
I'd say
odd.
feel like narrow if I remember correct.
Because that's what I think it is. I don't think they're gonna shorten the length of the back straightaway or the front stretch. I think they'll leave the banking the same. They'll leave it alone, and then I think
look at the if you get on NASCAR.com, look at the layout on Atlanta.
Okay.
Current track is a 2 degrees apron. Then got current track is a 4 old transition apron, 4 degrees, old new transition apron, 18 degrees. Current banking 24, new banking 28. Current track width, front stretch 55, 22. 2022 will be 52. Backstretch 55. That's for current. New 2020, it's going to be 42. Current track turns is going to be 55, and 2020 is going to have 40.
Let's see. I'm actually trying to look for it. I feel like I'm just scrolling right on by. Atlanta Motor Speedway bringing next generation with track reprofile. I think this is it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Following the July 11th Quaker State 400 presented by Walmart, Atlanta Motor Speedway will break ground on a historic project to create the next generation of Atlanta Motor Speedway and a first-of-its-kind all-new race experience in 2022. Following 10 months of confidential research, development, testing, and simulation with engineers and iRacing, the reprofile will increase the current 24-degree banking in Atlanta's turns to 28 degrees. That's 4 degrees higher than any other intermediate track on the current NASCAR circuit. Straightaway banking will remain 5 degrees. In addition to the new high banks, the racing surface will become narrower. The racing surface will be narrower with an overall decrease in width from 55 feet to 40 feet. New widths will be 52 feet on the front stretch, 42 feet on the back stretch, and 40 feet in the turns. The project will pave the way for a new bold era of NASCAR racing in Atlanta. Okay, so it kind of sounds like that they may be making a super speedway version of Atlanta. So okay, yeah. So current track specs, the aprons.
You kind of like that a little bit there. What was that?
Oh, it sounds like that might be a mini super speedway. But I'm actually reading the chart here. Current track specs for the apron, 2 degrees. Old transition apron, 4 degrees. Current banking is 24. Current track width, front stretch 55 feet. Back stretch 55 feet. Turns 55 feet. The new track specs are 2 degrees in the apron, 18 degrees in new transition apron, 28 degrees in the turns. Track width 52 feet on the front stretch, 42 feet on the back stretch, 40 feet wide on the turn. Okay, that actually is gonna be interesting. And like, okay, here's what I think. I don't know about it. I feel like it's weird that they're doing this to Atlanta because I don't know. I feel like Atlanta is one of the most reconfigured tracks on the circuit, because if you go back to its before it became what it is now, it was just kind of like Homestead. It was basically kind of like what Homestead is now, but now back in the late 90s they added the quad oval, which has provided really good racing, and now here we are, almost 25 years later, they're gonna reconfigure it again. This time,
they're gonna keep it a quad.
They're gonna keep it a quad,
no
right,
doubt.
But
No doubt they're gonna keep it a quad, but just
what it feels like that they're doing is they're intensifying Atlanta a little bit by adding all of these changes, you know? That's just me, but I mean, all in all, I mean, I don't know about the changes. I mean, like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about them once they come around, but I mean, we don't know what it's gonna look like, so I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. I mean, this sounds like and looks like this may become a miniature super speedway. I don't know about it though.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
It just feels weird, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, all in all, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Okay, so next topic. We're gonna be backtracking a little bit to Pocono, the double weekend at Pocono, doubleheader that is, and let's talk about Bubba Wallace in 2311.
Before we get that, I just want to say I called it on the Pocono about if a Hendrick car is going to win that race, it's going to be Alex Bowman.
I did bring that up last week.
I call. You did?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure you did, and the whole time I'm like, I called that. Did I call that? I called that.
And
did I not call that? I called.
And of all people, you said Alex Bowman, and of course, Alex Bowman just poof out of nowhere. But let's focus on Bubba here. So, it is now a fact that Bubba Wallace and 2311 have scored their first top 5 of the year. It's Bubba Wallace's first top 5 in a while. It's 2311's first top 5 ever. So with this top 5, do you think this may be a step in the right direction for 2311, or do you think this was just pure luck?
Pure luck. Because, like, you got a bunch of guys ran out of fuel. Of course, the only time he gets the top 5 is on fuel mileage, and everyone else ran out of fuel. Pure luck. The team's still not doing as well. Even at the Road America, they were right back to where they were. I think in the 20s he finished.
Yeah.
Finished back in the 20s. Trackhouse has more, I believe, has more top 5s. At least a really good, better runs than what 2311's doing. So, no, it's pure luck. This is just pure luck. They still ain't going up far. That's all I gotta say. Just pure luck.
It's 100%. Great. I mean, I think it's good to see that they got a top 5, but at what cost? Fuel mileage, you know. I mean, anybody, if you play it just right, you could play your cards right and get that top 5. So I mean, it's great to see, but I mean, to your point, man, I mean, I feel like it was just pure luck, you know. But
100%.
So, you know, I mean, Denny was preaching earlier, I think like earlier this year, if trying to get better results for the spring, then try to get better for the summer, and then get better for the fall, and then so on, so on, so on. Yeah, where are you going? Where are you going with it, Denny? And so far, things have not gone well. I mean, Bubba will run well at times, but, you know, just if he's up there and if he puts himself in the right spots, which he has done before. But obviously there have been a lot of problems that have either taken him out of contention, or he just does something completely stupid. So,
yeah.
You know, I mean, for this, I mean, sure, great, top 5, awesome, but at what cost? All right.
Exactly.
So now let's move on to some bigger storylines. So you remember that rumor about Brad Keselowski moving over to Roush Fenway Racing as a driver co-owner?
Yeah.
Well,
yep.
Sources, according to Bob Pockrass, have been confirmed. So it looks like this is going to happen.
Which this is going to feel so weird. And because I say that because I've been so used to Brad. I think we all have seen Brad Keselowski be so used to driving the 2-car, dominating really well in that 2-car. I don't. The only way I could say this isn't a bad deal if Keselowski could get Roush Fenway back to winning races.
Yeah.
Because they have not won a race since 2017, and that was Ricky Stenhouse winning a Talladega and a Daytona race.
Yep.
So, and they haven't won since.
There were times where they came close. I mean, Newman in the 500. Same thing. Talladega 2019. Ryan Newman. Yeah.
Newman's the only one that. Chris Buescher is actually trying. I'm not saying he hasn't been, but Buescher's really trying this year. He's doing the best of the other two.
Exactly.
Or yeah, I mean, best of Newman.
Yeah.
You get what I mean.
But Newman has actually done fine.
Yeah, Buescher's even close. Is like 17th in the playoff standings.
Oh yeah.
25 from Kurt Busch right now, so he's actually doing really well. Showing he's worth it.
So I mean, the thing is that with Roush, and seeing Keselowski go over there, I think that's going to be really good, because Keselowski is coming from a championship winning team, and knows how to get a car set up to where it can be a winning car. He knows his way around he knows how to get a car to get into that type of position. But the only other obstacle to overcome is everybody switching over to the next gen next year. So it's a clean slate across the board. But do I think that's going to stop Keselowski from figuring out ways to get the cars to get his car to become a winning car, or Roush's as a whole? No, I don't think that's ever going to do that. So I'm highly thinking that Keselowski is going to make some big changes in Roush's performance, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see him back in victory lane next year.
Maybe it's a big maybe, but we'll just see.
We'll see, 100%. Now to what may be one of the biggest silly season updates of the year so far. Trackhouse, which is just recently started up about last year, and has been doing just so phenomenally good this year, and just performing and getting those consistent top 5s and top 10s or wherever else they finish. They're going to be buying out Chip Ganassi Racing after this year. So
this is going to be huge.
It will be. So with that, Wyatt, I'm going to turn to you and I'm going to ask, with this purchase that Trackhouse is going to be making at the end of the year, and with that second car, who do you see being the second driver? How do you think this is going to affect the performance of Trackhouse heading into the next year?
Well, for starters, I'm happy that Daniel Suarez is going to be back for another year. It's good that he's actually in a ride that's doing really well, and he's actually doing really good this season. This reminds me of how well he was doing back in 2019, when I thought he had the best ride there.
Yeah.
He had the best ride, Stuart Haas. But then after a whole thing about, I don't know what all hell happened with that, but just he's back with Trackhouse, a new team, doing really well. And I can already tell you this, I already know what number they're going to pick.
What's that?
The second number, I already know it.
Go ahead, lay it down.
And I hope he's on the same track. I think it's the 42.
Really?
The owner. I just lost Justin Marks. I went blank for a minute. Justin Marks drove for Chip Ganassi in Xfinity Series at one point. And what number did he drive for him?
42.
The 42. And he won a race in a 42. Why wouldn't Justin Marks pick the 42 from Chip Ganassi Racing? They got the team. Why not get the number? I don't know why they would choose the number 1. I don't really see there, unless you just want to have the first number then the last number. I don't know. I'd say get the 42.
Yeah.
know how that number is probably going to. Numbers don't mean anything, but with him, he's had experience and has a history with the number.
Yeah.
I really think it's 42 driver taking up the second track house spot. I think it's Ross Chastain.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing because I feel like
I think Ross Chastain's going to take.
Yeah. I feel like it is going to be Ross.
Wait, what?
I feel like it is going to be Ross because he's.
I agree.
He's been performing. I mean, obviously he's been performing really good, but I feel like he needs that ride a lot more than what Kurt would. I mean, not to say that Kurt Busch doesn't deserve that ride, but I feel like I still feel like Kurt's going to be one of those guys that's going to go over to GMS. I still feel it in my gut because GMS they need an experienced driver there, and I feel like Kurt is going to be a good guy to start him off. So I mean, we'll just see what happens. I mean, anything can happen between now and the end of the year or into the 2022 season.
I feel like that could be a good alliance with. If GMS does go up there, that would be a good alliance for that. I can see that.
It's a good
but
investment.
If anything, if somehow that 2311 gets another charter, Kurt Busch may end up being the one going up there and at least getting them good positions.
Yeah.
If Kurt Busch goes there, he's a veteran. He knows what to do. He can get that ball rolling better than Bubba Wallace.
Yeah. Very well could do it. But we'll see.
That's my thing. I really like the idea. I like how bold Trackhouse is getting. I like the risks, and if anything, I think Justin Marks should get Ross Chastain and get the number 42.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So let's actually. No, I think what we might as well go ahead and do it now. So, heading into the next race, I mean, after 19 races, with 7 races to go in the regular season, it looks like there are 5 more spots. Obviously, there have been 5 more spots that are open as far as winless drivers go.
We got, if you don't mind me cutting in, we got like 5 more spots left and about 7 races left to go in the schedule.
Yep. And from the looks of it, I mean, obviously, I think we touched on this maybe a couple weeks ago. It looks like Hamlin, Harvick, unless if something happens, they're going to be fine. Austin Dillon looks like it's going to be okay. Tyler Reddick maybe. Kurt Busch is 3 points above the cutoff line. Chris Buescher is
25.
Well, not according to this. I mean, I've got the playoff standings from what NBC's got. Kurt Busch is 3 points above the cutoff line. Chris Buescher is 3 points below it. Daniel Suarez is 18th with 48 points below. And both Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Bubba Wallace are in 19th and 20th, both 54 points below. So, heading into the final 7 races, as far as somebody like Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, both of those drivers, I mean, I see Buescher getting in. I mean, he's got a pretty decent chance at probably knocking Kurt Busch out. Suarez, I think it might be a little bit of a long shot, but seeing as though we're heading into the final 7 races, do you think they might be able to find some way to maybe get into the chase?
Well, here's my thing. The playoff grid I got like from a source on Facebook and then NASCAR.com. It shows that Kurt Busch is up at 25 and Buescher's down by 25. Then got Ross at 69, Stenhouse 70, DeBedetto 74, Bubba Wallace 79, and then Suarez 88. And I still think they can, with all the races coming up, I feel like some of these can make great runs, and also guys above the playoff could make good runs, but they could also fall out. Kurt Busch could have a bad day. If Kurt Busch has a bad day, that could be part where Chris Busch or Ross Chastain or one of these guys below the cutoff can strike.
Yeah.
Take that spot. Tyler Reddick and Austin Dillon as well. I agree with you by saying Hamlin and Harvick are safe. Hamlin's definitely going to be safe. He's most likely going to be locked in by, I'd say, Watkins Glen. Yeah. Early prediction, I think Hamlin's going to be locked in the playoffs by Watkins Glen.
All right. Yeah.
Harvick's just going to get locked in by what's it called? Michigan.
Yeah. There's a chance.
It's just between like Dillon, Reddick, and Kurt Busch. Trying to see if they could get locked in, because that's where the battle is to me. Mm-hmm. The battle to me is from 14th down to 23rd. That's the battle for the playoffs.
Okay. Well, it'll be interesting. I mean, we've still, like I said, still got 7 races to go. So I mean, anything can happen between now and then. So, all right. So when we come back, we're going to be making our predictions for Knoxville and Atlanta. So stick around, folks. We'll be right back. And we're back, fellas. So we're going to be previewing Atlanta and Knoxville, but we already know what to expect at Atlanta. Old pavement, so we're going to be seeing drivers try to be consistent with tire wear. Also, fuel mileage could be coming into play, but also at the same time, we're going to see drivers up all over the racetrack, top, middle, bottom, wherever your car can handle best. So we already know what to expect at Atlanta. But let's talk about Knoxville. We saw a small preview of what the Knoxville racing could look like, I mean, with SRX there. But we're going to be seeing 40 trucks at Knoxville. So what kind of racing do you think we're going to see at Knoxville, even though we saw 12 cars take to the track, but now we're going to see 40 trucks?
Well, I'd say, in my mind, since I kind of watched the race, I'd say picture if you've seen it, the SRX race with Tony Stewart, and just picture like trucks with it, because that's going to be a lot of craziness, a lot of drivers just going at it. It's going to be wild.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it will be. It will be 100% wild, because like it was kind of like Eldora. I mean, whenever Eldora got wild, I mean, you know, I felt like it was a consistent type of wild. I mean, I
feel like it's going to be better than what we saw at the Bristol Dirt.
Oh, it feels like it's going to be a landslide, you know, because you know the truck race at not Eldora but Bristol, man, that was chaotic. It was a wreck fest. Man, oh man, oh man. I feel like the Bristol Dirt weekend may be one of those weekends that you might want to forget. But yeah. Knoxville, man, I feel like Knoxville could definitely take the cake. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Definitely.
So, speaking of Knoxville, let's take a look, see what kind of dirt ringers we got here. I mean, obviously, Haley Deegan's going to be there. Michael Annette's going to be racing in trucks. Chase Briscoe's going to be there.
Oh, he is.
Chase Briscoe's going to be there. Donnie Schatz, World of Outlaw Racer's going to be making his debut, so that'll be cool.
Don't forget about the freezing couple.
Oh yeah.
Stuart and Jessica.
Jessica's back.
This time we'll be able to race, hopefully.
Oh, she should. If there's 40 trucks, she should be able to race. Let's see. We got Brian Brown, Jet Nolan, Morgan Alexander, Jake Griffin's back.
Got Josh Berry in the field.
Let's see. Who was that? Devin Rouse, the openly gay driver. He's going to be in the 33, I think. Let's see. Yeah. So, Andrew Gordon.
Even Moffitt's going to be back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There he is. He's going to be driving the 37 truck. That'll be interesting. I've never seen that team before. AM Racing. Do they race in the morning?
That's Austin Wayne Self's team.
Oh, okay. I never knew.
Folks, you could definitely tell. Folks, you could definitely tell we focus more on cups and Xfinities than we do trucks, because we know that we kind of know the teams, but then we got smaller teams like AM Racing, who I can just easily make fun of the name. Like, do they race in the morning? Who knows? I'm just kidding, but no, I never knew Austin Wayne's team was known as AM Racing. Nor did I.
I knew about On Point Motorsports. I knew about Ray Ambrose. I knew
Young Motors,
Motorsports, Nice, Halmer Friesen, Thorsport, Kyle Busch Motorsports. Everybody knows about Kyle Busch Motorsports. Team DGR, formerly known as DGR Cross. I mean, like, I do follow trucks, but not as much as what I did 3 to 5 years ago. You know?
Yeah.
Because, like, when I was 16 or 17, I watched damn near every single race. So, every single one, every chance I got, I did it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to be going into our prediction segment. Hopefully by now the points are already updated. Come on, future me, get those points updated and up on the screen. Hopefully you already did that. Anyways, here we go. Driver to win, that's pretty self-explanatory. Driver to stay away from is basically the driver who hasn't been doing well in the last couple of weeks. Dark Horse is the exact opposite. 1 point per category, but since we're at a inaugural weekend at Knoxville, double of the points for the truck series. So, Wyatt Walker, you are up first.
I'm doing some different, but also the same as the Bristol Dirt. I've picked 2 of the same in the same places.
Okay.
I will get to one of them in a bit. Dark Horse is Jessica Friesen.
Again with that.
You already know where I'm going with this.
Okay.
You already know where I'm going with this. My driver to stay away from. This is a really tough one. I actually don't know. I forgot who was it the best at the dirt. You know what? Screw it. If I'm able to do this, I'm going to go Michael Annett.
Ooh. I've never really seen Michael Annett race on dirt before.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see him race on dirt. I don't think he'll do the best. I'll go Michael Annett as a dark horse, and you already know who I'm going for driver to win.
Michael Annett is a dark horse.
No, I didn't say dark horse. I meant stay away. My bad. I bet. Michael Annett is stay away. Jessica Friesen is the dark horse, and you know who I'm going for the winner. Stuart Friesen. Yep. Round two of this, and this time Jessica's getting in the race.
If she wins, man, she would make history. That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
Anyway.
Now for the Xfinity Series. Unfortunately, we all know that Kyle Busch is gonna win. Get 102. Yada yada yada.
And probably next year troll.
But if he doesn't, my dark horse. The dark horse is definitely the 25. No, I'm kidding. No, 23. I'm sorry. The 20. It's definitely 23. Not. Anyways. Sorry, Ty. Ah, man. Pretty good. I might go Daniel Hemrick as my dark horse. Actually, no, scratch that. AJ Allmendinger is my dark horse.
Yeah.
Because he won back in 2020. So, AJ Allmendinger is my dark horse.
Okay. Yeah.
My driver to stay away from, he has not been doing so. I'm torn between two people. But I may just go with this guy. He has not done good the last few races, even though he won a race. Mike Snyder.
Oh. You know, honestly,
Mike
I do
Snyder.
kind of see that. Yeah.
Mike Snyder has not been up there. No. Gotta give it to Myatt.
Yeah.
You're my name rhymer, buddy, but you're not going to do good. The driver I think is going to win. It's a tough choice, but he might go back to back.
Okay.
Not by wins, but by a win, but it's not the last race win. It's the last Atlanta win. If it's not Kyle Busch, I think it's Justin Allgaier.
Okay. Okay. I can get behind that.
Now, the Cup Series. This is where it gets interesting. I think back at the last, or at least trying to think back at the last Atlanta race, and who all did good, who all did not the best.
Okay.
Penske, but except for one, did not do good. So, and ironically, the one Penske driver that did do good won the race.
Yep.
So, I'm starting this out pretty strong. My dark horse? You know what? I'm going for it. I think Daniel Suarez.
Who? You are.
I think Trackhouse is going to have another good race.
Yeah, you are going for it for sure.
My favorite driver to stay away. I think you already know who I'm going for when I say my favorite.
Joey Logano.
Yep, Joey Logano. Joey Logano's my dark horse. Not dark horse, I'm sorry. Stay away, damn it. Stay away. He's gonna stay away. He's not my dark horse. That's Suarez. I still hate you, Logano. Anyways,
well, you heard it right there. Joey Logano was Wyatt Walker's new dark horse.
Oh, he's my stay away driver. Suarez is my dark horse. My driver to win, he's getting redemption. He's getting redemption from Atlanta. He's not going to use him up. He's going to win it this time. No one's going to take it away from him. Larson.
Okay. I can get behind that. All right. It is now my turn.
Unfortunately.
Oh my gosh, you. So Knoxville, I feel like is going to be a little bit of a mystery. Then again, probably not. But I'm going to say for my driver to win, man, you got some dirt ringers in here. Obviously, you got the Friesens. You can classify Haley Deegan up there. Sheldon Creed, believe it or not, is a dirt ringer because he has raced on dirt before and has done pretty well at it. I'm gonna say for driver to win, this is tough. This honestly really is. Man. I think I'm gonna jump on this bandwagon here. Stuart Friesen's my driver to win.
So far, looking at the other predictions, that's 3 on Friesen.
Oh, yeah. Driver to stay away from? Man. I don't know if this is going to be the same... result. But I'm going to gun for it. The last time we raced on dirt, he crashed. I'm going to say John Hunter Nemechek's my driver to stay away from. Now, I know that's bold.
I was thinking about that, to be honest with you. I was thinking about that.
But remember, I mean, yeah, to that point, The last time we raced on dirt, John Hunter Nemechek got involved in somebody else's mess. He crashed and was out of the race. And to add insult to injury, one of the safety trucks hit his truck. Or, no, yeah, I think that actually was the thing. I think it was either...
Yep, it was.
I think it was he hit the truck, and the truck rolled down the banking and hit the wall. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember the safety truck hitting John Hunter Nemechek's truck and then rolling down and hitting the wall. But still, I'm still thinking John Hunter Nemechek's my driver to stay away from. My dark horse, you know, I think I'm also going to gun for this one too. Haley Deegan's going to be my dark horse. Because, I mean, she raced on Knoxville in the SRX series. She finished second at Knoxville to Tony Stewart. And she impressed everybody. So I'm thinking that if she can do it in SRX, she could probably get herself a pretty good finish in the trucks at Knoxville. Of all places, Knoxville. And she's definitely got some notes that she can take with her into this truck race tonight. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Alright, now on to Xfinity. I added the Atlanta Motor Speedway. To Wyatt's point, I think it'll be very clear on who the winner is going to be. So we might as well not get ourselves into an extra gummy sticky situation, and you know, just keep on going. Anyways, so my driver to win, man, I think I might take a little bit of a different approach here. I'm gonna say for my driver to win, this is also kind of tough, but I might say, you know, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this one and see what happens. Noah Gregson's gonna be my driver to win. He's just like, I don't know about that.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Well, we're trying it. We're trying it.
Yeah, we're trying. You're trying.
We'll see where it goes. My driver to stay away from. Oh boy, I'm not choosing Austin Cindric because we all know what happened the very next week. He won. So, did I call it or did I call it?
You called it because you called him to win and then he wrecked.
Well, and not only that, like, I called it as, like, every time I choose a driver who does good as either a winner or a dark horse, they crash. If I choose somebody who is sucking as the driver to stay away from, they massively improve by getting a good finish, or they win. So Austin Cindric definitely proved my theory to be correct. Anyways, driver to stay away from.
So what you're saying is, we have to let you go first from now on. Then we do the opposite of you.
No,
got you.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm gonna say driver to stay away from is Wyatt Walker. No, I'm kidding. No.
Yeah, definitely.
No, driver to stay away from. Man. Screw it. I'm just gonna do it just for the heck of it. Riley Herbst is my driver to stay away from.
Yeah, I can back that up.
I'm sorry. I mean, he'll have some good finishes here and there, but that's it. He'll just have some good finishes here and there. I mean,
no way he's still doing all that well.
Let's see.
He's currently below. I'm not even keeping track of the playoffs for the Xfinity, and I know he's below the cutoff.
Let's see. I'm actually going to look at Racing Reference with Riley Herbst's status. I think I might be... No, I didn't pass his name. Okay, good. Riley Herbst. Where are you, Riley Herbst? There you are. So let's see. Xfinity. So... yeah, he's only got 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s, only 1 pole. He's only led 19 laps so far this year. Let's see. Let's see. No, I think this may be only... Well, actually, let's take a look at the last Atlanta results. See where he finished. So he finished 7th, but the last few races, I think he hasn't done all that great. But I'm going to say this. I'm still thinking Riley Herbst is going to be a driver to stay away from, because there's been a lot that has happened to him this year ever since he made the move to Stewart-Haas Racing. And I don't think, I mean, that finish from the first Atlanta race is going to make any difference in this one. So, Herbst, my driver to stay away from. Dark horse, pretty easy, just an all-guyer. If he can do it, if he was able to do it in the first Atlanta race, no doubt in my mind he'll probably do it again in the second Atlanta race by winning or either getting a really good finish. Calling it now. And now, the Cup Series. Here we go. And I think Wyatt may be gone. I don't know.
I'm here. No, I'm here.
Oh, you're alive. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm alive. I'm just quiet and just looking at the playoff standing.
Alright, so now here we go for my Cup Series predictions. Oh boy. Driver to win. You know, I'm thinking he might sweep both Atlanta races, maybe with a little luck on his side. I'm thinking Ryan Blaney's going to be a driver to win. The driver to stay away from? Man, I could do this. I'm you know what, screw it. I'm going to do it. Bubba Wallace is my driver to stay away from. I'm sorry, but that top 5 finish that he had at Pocono is, I think it was just out of pure luck, of the draw, of just getting fuel mileage played into his favor. Let's see. At Road America last week, he ended up finishing 24th. I just do not see him performing as well at Atlanta. Let's see. In the last Atlanta race, I think he finished 16th. No, he finished 16th. But I still am not thinking that he's gonna do well. I don't think so. Not this time.
No.
So, Bubba Wallace is my driver to stay away from, and my dark horse, pretty easy. If he did well in the last one, if he came so close to winning, I'm sure he might do the same thing for this year, for this one, either that or bounce back and win. Kyle Larson's my dark horse. Pretty easy. Alrighty. So now I think we've gone through everything that we needed to go through. We've already made the predictions that we need to. So, Wyatt, any final thoughts before we get this Knoxville Atlanta weekend underway?
This is going to be the last race we see the regular configuration of Atlanta. Let's hope this do good, and then the next time we go here, it will be pretty hectic.
Oh, it will be. My gosh. Oh my gosh. To see like a miniature version of Daytona or Talladega, but this time quad oval edition. Oh boy. I don't know how to feel about it, but you know, when that time comes around, we'll see. But alrighty, that's going to do it for episode 25 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you have not considered subscribing yet, I recommend you do so to keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future. And on behalf of Wyatt Walker, I'm Elijah Leonard signing out, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.